Momuti swapon yi no e na omadi nti omo hye ho fa dwumadi na ye nhyehyeye eso yasrim kwan komo ekunya ni nyina no ya ban sesa na hia esa ye sesa na NDC amamuo no e de nhyehyeye paba magana fo ho hare won na ye nsantro ni Godfred anim e wo ho nti obebo ye nkomo Godfred. Hello Godfred.
Maame Nyarko nka.
And the Christian service the course wo ho no ya ye graduate.
Kaka nka Christian service. Omo 50 validation dey be no omo dia e fa fast e dey abatin sabe. Enu mu enene Ghana mampani dada onu ko etu fanka ama bi jamani ko John Dramani mama. Any period dey be na sena wo kasa na kasa ye fa kadimem ko jame mu ewo abimemu ha titu pa ne West Africa Ghana kan. Enu mu ni to se ahotra aba West Africa hanom no enye nwa se abantugu ahodo na akoto na ade ba ko a bi bia na nipa ni president Krobea soja fo na asafo tu abon no na wo chese democracy ko ana ebisana na boama amantete ekoso na awe ho se bia anomo bo nti bi bia na akwakofa ahotra ba omamu enu na na obo so na chese awe ho pass ni o man Ghana o pi ni nipa bi na akodi titiero amuno show mo na so aduma sema kwakọ e badwene amomu and then my bad, you got no main, a good idea, and you use some password. Now, we are upon it, and Pennyfonka, what did you tell me? The uncle, or such a kind of crazy beer. Oh, my gun and Penton, so I could do. See, I could do Sika, send the Sika, and see the phone cry. And the lecturer said, "I haircut, I cost you one credit, being share cost you one credit." And then you can say, Ghana full and so John Pena, or Irish, and you say, "Come on, you know, about 1 year cost you a Ghana month and another Danko for the way with Tamamu down, we are down on an armor, a copa, which are bad. And one could say, November 7th, Ghana for about for sure. On the Shana, or Master Salmon, so much is almost no urban or the GP, Edgar Crema, which you say, a Juma in your memory or bar, or the Shelly Dona air bar, or Safa, break Casapa, 24-hour economy, and which is a anyone party to be seen on Tiasi. Enemy which is a 24-hour economy, not the big Judia, the attorney said, a Jumana, a yearly be out on a pound or Chinoa Pombe in Siano. So, we turn out the person from the Banon about the Juma, Ama, Adiati, and you know, a Juma General, but to name a bunch of names, or the Boama, Uncle Queen, Quavo, almost waiting us so much now, and to make enough for the public or Mama or Metina, Jumanti, over Primo Hanama, and a democracy lecture, Donama Penida, Jamani Becano. Or make change in anyone, the public one at Asia or Chelsea, and now so said Ghana for me, I share me and the so say, or my Ghana and quantities, I don't know about this about the other to I found my preference.
Yo, Godfred, you better see NCA no ya or the 2 Jano Ebi.
With the national spirit sinking to an all-time low and hopelessness engulfing our country, a change in governance and direction has become absolutely imperative. Therefore, I've decided to run for office as president in this election. I believe that my experience and disposition are needed at this moment of crisis to provide the kind of leadership that can address the myriad challenges we're facing as a nation. I'm keenly aware of the weight of expectation that will rest on the shoulders of the next government, given the dire economic situation in which we find ourselves. Real work must go into winning back the trust of our people, winning back their trust in democratic governance and its structures. In my campaign for the presidency this year, are focused on communicating well-considered policy options to restore strength to our economy and create jobs for our restless youth. Among these proposals are the 24-hour economic policy, an incentives-based approach to catalyze round-the-clock economic activity for expansion and job creation.
John Dramani Mahama, ya watu Frank, ama National Democratic Congress, and this Yamanyuku, and a Christian Service University. If you do not feed that, or moody, no, said the bedroom Casachre womb, a koyana or cocasai.
Say ya kaka ya okakra afin pibi no eni dunkron ene ba beto dwa say wiska Krobea ahodo bi hono mo ene no mo do bebro ba aduasa wo mu ntumi mo ho so enya adwuma enya sika emfa nya adwuma se de se efata nti aba ne ye ne se wanfane wo anyim na wanpe kwampo obefa so na wangugu ska Krobea no ebi na afi no ono ankasa nka mum anya ne consolidated bank o kire bie no na akwa ka e de aba beja Ghana ade hye so titru aba ne sanse bibia ni aba no aso ene o manfo pedi ani ede ehwenwa ampa wogugu bi Dr. Papa Kwesi Ndium yenimse wono de eba enwumanwuma wodo ebiebie no ono so waya ade pa oya adwuma no bi ska Krobea wodo ede ade ba ko adwuma kotere ene sa GN bank eno no egu ye Ghana babia ebi ewo na enne sei Dr. Papa Kwesi Ndium na nsen wa bekasa se ne license ya ye free se sa fa na de mansa sa ba no kwa de ne ka media wodo bi odididie ene ade ato sebra ha esen ka aba no kwa tuatua ne ka no wosani pagya ska Krobea ne si wo no aba ne ye ni nyina enne se adwumayefo no a wo mo nso so ewo tamale wo mo ena atru fa monti so ti wa mo he Promise TV ena mo yi social media handles no so te se Promise Radio ni ade no mo so mo tie radio ni de ne no wo mo ayo ye kire pa kire apono so ni ade kire placards so no mo se mo ka nyina ene se Dr. Papa Kwesi Ndium na no do beka sa ye na mpa odi so ka ye va license ma no na adwuma no emfiti ase na Kamal Dean ya wudi edomnu mu aprepreja adwumayefo no ene wo ka say
the collapse of the GM or the replication of the gas in the GM was actually something affected the state important. As expected, the economy is not good as expected. I can say that one of the factors that has contributed to the degradation or the depletion of the economy is the revocation of some of the financial officials and licenses, especially the GM. So we therefore want to appeal to the government, especially the president, the vice president, and that of the finance minister, especially the regulators of the financial system, the government of the Bank of Ghana, to pick this thing as a matter of urgency, in the sense that not the purposely for the owner of the GM, but for the yearning youth who are looking for the job to work as well as their family. GM banks were serving as a security for the people, life-saving also human businesses. So once the revocation has come, it affected a lot of people in the country. So we want to appeal that government should take this thing seriously and also relook at it or reconsider or scrutinize the idea of the revocation of the license, not necessarily for any interest, but for the state. As to speak, the government is trying, putting on plans to be able to create jobs for the hearing, but yet it is failing. But the private sector has also come out with something, the job creation. So the government should find a way to support the private sector as a general to be able to create jobs so it will pass on together. For the hearing, also unemployed, also to be able to cater for the family as well as the state. If you see, you can see, if you consider the person of the GM, not necessarily the public sector workers alone. There was people who were what? Business men, contractors, students, public sector, everybody was there. And these things were just to make sure that they contribute their taxes to the state, for the state to use it as a development.
Enti abante Kamal Dean ena moteni wankano na nwa chire no enwefo no wankasa nso so ade bia so so ne ya no ati wangum eyo chire no
Dr. Maame Nyarko. No pass solo. Kalan labne. Young bank. Last is my book. Kalan der komt de Central Bank, de Bank of Ghana. When labne he, we send yanga. Kalan se la last is my bank. The Young Bank. The Young Bank na je bank chale. Tam se ban da na parle. Gana sa, men ma je bank chale den gas ga. Bank ka. Boso Young Bank na la branch ma. Bank Foxeta na peta.
Enti yesi ewo tamalene patemu no mefo no nankane omi adwuma ewo GN Krobea no ene ote ongu muntin so aye oyekire
ye konfinfi mantam emu na adwumako enya ne Siam district na ye komanfo mo wa adwumako Kromea eyuku adwuma pa no mo ye ewo mpotamo honom na echemu so mo kwan nyanya chesasa ya asa de woni ho de de aka ho bi no mo kiremu a ufri Kromea ho ne kwan a edamu akopie mu we Siam ene abasa no de ene na yenka na enti hemfo ni omanfo no kora kiremu a se de si ha adwen no omo no baye ye bode banche aburo vegetables anasa atosode ahodoro ya omudua no ni nyina sei ewo ho no mu kokoo nyina so de beba no kora na asa yasem nti abesika sam so kora ho aye den wo ho nti omasem ne sa adabra ka ban emeye kwan na ma wona aye montimonka ya chese wo kwa enna so ya ha adwen
DC ana MPR wo edina kwa yen esiam de so yesra ho na ye kwan wale bia ofi esiam ode kwapan Kromea to abasa wo sha se wo agya kwan na asante yesra wo bebre se DC yeti ampatro omama amampanyin asonti yesra wo be kwan na he na ye bre nsuta ntum kan ntum ko nsamba yesra wo bebre kotase na ye de sra ho omu ye bobo wo ye kwan he ho chefu bebe we ye ke agofra ye ndoba na ba awre kaka abafa de ko ngrasika sima kwato nsuta okwan asai nti kala baba fa ko fa nua na da bese kwa kroga sima no ntuma mba na nyima ndene ne nyina gwa na nyina asai siasa abran pie mo hwe no nya kwan ma
sane say o kan say afi we dey year of the road and nti ne yen da kwan nyame adomare yen ye bia contractor start ye adwuma wo kwantenum de ko anyina baasa but e kwan na che be 2 years ni contractor no so afi road na do a sese ye adwuma wo ye nyina wo agi ye guo nti ye said ADC the omon hwe na omon boy na insuo yina yimi insuo ne twa yintumi mfo kokko ne mpo ene ya kokko ne mu nti ye se aban na nem sefo ze omon boy na yenso yenya na aban num de ko nyina ba ne bi sene ya ekwan sitine no kwa ne se nsutwa edu anwumbere na se nsutwa na drivers ne kwa ye mpese eboko ne nyina aso de wokompo a wonya bi mba ne nti na kwai ayede osande wokọ na wokonya fota sabe no waka nti nya de a obetuma akọ the time no na edom ne wonkwa ntenum a omunya ka akwa enkokro
we yetemamufo mo wa adwumako Kromea na mankrado ye wa adwumako Kromea eye nana tremfo ya wotoso enso onu nso kiremu a sesei no omo no baye no omadi awie no na asai isansa kwan ne nye wunya ka akra na odi afaso nti sesei pa mankwankom na eto
omo modern no mo hwe no mo sis on be kwan mai ye de nam DC do onko regional minister onko Rose ministry na mo hwe na kwan no mo moaye na onwie kwan mai na ebibia da wondo na kwan so ye adekase a ye hia de makro no kokro no ye beto no aye national cake obi anya bi ye dikase a ye sre fra ban ho de on be hwe aboy ye kwan no tie sre on bebre omo hwe no mo di demu juma no enfame na sensu to na yeko ni ye ba no na aye asemdenden di amaye mesre se me dan na mekatrema cause na yekodidwa ye fifa ye kudie ye ku anoma na ye de kwa koton no adwuma ko ne denchira ka no kwa enko ka no ba emba abeya adesoa kese di amaye ti ebesre ya aban se yesre no onhwe no munwe kwan man na isu ne esi fom no tembia be ma ye ho akire ewo ye dwumadie ne yakone abane mu
eni ayati ye eye omankrado ya wo adwumako Kromea na achemfo ya wotoso enso
na yeka nyina omani yedia na yepe na nse wotoa bonse bia wokan ya edum America kredi ena saade no so sa asase na obi no muguse bisas na ne Ghana ha ye wono ada isese dum so no atetede no an yesa komu ana asase de na Ghana banimfo no wono mo ye afia ho de ne ho ntitiru enyina mo no se begina so ewo efie ahodo mu na agya ensusu kra no enya bi atrafie empo wo mo a wo ye nwuma ne ade a sa asem we no enne kame se Saudi Emira shebedwani Roxen Nelson dafia makpo edi kan bisa anwasem sabre no a be busumi bi nu ntem ne gina mu kakra no a to bisa anwasem no na agya kwa yatuma mentwea na bi no mo keka se dum so no a nti afei ena wosoafo ya wo hwe anwode ne so honorable Matthew Poku Prempe edi ase bia betudwa na po akasa na ansa no kra so wo baba bekasa yi na krata bi nsusu ade nam ye ne efiri sigifo akache se dwumadie sunku bi omudi be na wotwem yensa ntem no ba bi wono mu a yebedudum nkan ya eni ade a dine chese wose we pusu opani no di Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe nwumire wo dia betudwa gina ne senye no kre was anya no kre de ye tete ni nyina was no kre bia ni ho a ewo mu na se de omanfo ehu no wo mo ntia se se ye bia transformer bi no manfo no adi asisi adan no ani ade atwetwe nkane ni bia ma connection ka connection ye se bia illegal connection obo no atwe kane akodi fi atwe bi ko na dwuma ni ade enu nti no ama ayi no power no akwa ko gina transformer no so wabra anu aye den nti wo ho anu atumi kate eno no nko ena afa susu grikofo na nsen wo mo ye ne se wo mo ye siesie bi ewo wo mo mfidie no susu ahu bi nti nye se bi adum so bi ena eba ni chechire mu kakra ni.
We are pleased to provide the following response to the urgent question. Look, ECG is not undertaking load shedding as at the time the question was asked. So Speaker, consumers were experiencing outages due to a number of factors. That included localized outages due to overload on lines and transformers. So Speaker, there are certain areas in this country that all of a sudden the number of people resident or the businesses that have accumulated, especially I can give an example of parts of East Legon, which was a purely residential area, now has become one of the major business districts, increasing power consumption, thereby hampering the existing lines there. So the transformers and the lines have to be updated. Outages to update the capacity of overloaded lines and transformers. Semper, Mr. Speaker, at the time the questioner put the question, Semper had an emergency valve leak, which meant a complete shutdown, losing immediately 340 megawatts. That also contributed. And then, last but not the least, plant maintenance on our Mandi power plant was also ongoing at the same time. The emergency outages, sometimes also requested by a great company, had contributed. So there was a myriad of factors that unfortunately had happened that were causing power outages in different parts at different times. So the reason why ECG went further to say that they were not load shedding, because most of those instances were not planned, and so they couldn't have come out with a pre-program to say that they were load shedding.
Dr. Macho Puku Prempe Napona Motin and Kano Sofo, ya will share and what in your show.
Running mate Hons and some Emmanuel Patriotic Party, the Obey Dr. Bawumi and Utria Permu, a Hons and some of Swam or Manfo Munipa Bemi and Sabi. And that says you will be a boom with the doctor, I will say, Educhum. Your Obosmocho constituency, some Rashabe Jenny, one way education minister. Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe, the donor friend and a Pomentia South, constituency Rashabe Jenny, ya your swap for her and one in near. And some so, and Honorable Brian a champon, a betifi constituency, or swap for Rinu and any clergyman some swamo. And then the Paduana a boom with the answer come here, say, Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe, Napo. One one I do one abon the Dika said it be a man for Crassi at the Amananessa, a Cassia Beshada announce, and the Hons and Sama. Then no one mashabed your film, see a Dicama Matis Woki in Simbiano, a fair Yama near and some hono. And our Honorable Roxanne Nelson Dafia Mapo, Yao Yamashabed new was out the constituency. Oh, Bonnie Dina, was it Mr. Speaker, running mates? This is not say, and on the Fumas, I know because a honorable minister. And the Hons and 70 acquire concert Kakra, and I don't have from any say Kakra, you could be metros.
Mr. Speaker, I didn't hear what the running mate said. Oh, sorry, what the minister for energy said. He said that his answer related to the time of the question in March. But I don't think the person has been affected by a fusion of time. So I want him to speak to the now situation.
Honorable Dafia Mapo, South Day constituency, Mashabedjanin, some of your tuja, Mashabedja film now, also for no one near some Dr. Matthew, Opoku Prempe, one of which will say, I say, Honorable Dafia Mapo, say, or Janina Semono, and the F baby into an also dear course.
Mr. Speaker, like I said, I'm under your care. The questioner is seriously attempting to drag me to issues that are not around the question that has been asked. And I should have even want to offer an answer. Mr. Speaker, for the House, I want to put a record that if this question is put, the Speaker admits, I'll make myself readily available to come and answer your question. Thank you.
Wow. Honorable Matthew Opoku Prempe doctor ene no.
Yade ni chemu Odoma Central Crucinim na Chief Imam ene Sheikh Zakaria Ibrahim. Na semu awo kanyina ne se na no da ye ba ya Ukraine ene Russia for this year ni ntokwa basa nipadom awuwu ene ade no ampa ajobia de nanu atum kai bia kan bia wiase amama mu mpanimfo binim sori tiai munyayo Ukraine for Russia munyai mamon nko ene ade a na no no atwe omanfo adwen sisu se adai ena Palestine ena afi Israel for ntokwa ne de aso bia yi nani ohun efrim de santen ne wo mkoye efiri tetetetetetere de no ase obia ni ho a watumi atuni na asim se we de ya ka metu atwa ntokwa no omo enkubiem na nkyerɛkyerɛ mu kakra wode ema ye no na wotu asosei
we are say and awudi adoso atutu asem adoso pasaminkumia adoso ni nyina chi no ne eya werho kase no say 2022 and ntokwa bi sori ya Ukraine we are see nyina ba bi obefa bi Ukraine yenkoboa Europe akan ho abom America taikire Africa fo ka ho obi aka ho bi yenkasantia Russia na yemmoa Ukraine ne omo ye data na ya papa because yesisu obi a ya mekwan so ese yeboa na defend week na yensiesi asem ni ye anche bi a yankopon pese odani bi subanya dinti and since 7th October be permanent boss no wote ani akire nipa yesusu se nka o mepata ntokwa no ye de kwa United Nations asetna se nko pata America for say veto power ye mpene se ye mpata ye nja momko at the same time we are journalists na sa report ma ye say America na o mediate na wa separate ntokwa no nipa na o pata ntokwa no sa nipa kro no na sponsor Israel e ma wo akodi ahodo nyina bomb sa ne muduro 2000 tons ya paya gu nipa so me na no mu nyina hu Ghana mpanifo hu we are simpanifo hu enti we are must be very very careful and when so nya Islam asem nko Israel fo nim se we kremoni we Christian ntokwa na ye ku Gaza fo no ye ku kremofo ku Christians ya bombo asondan bebre e wo Gaza saso so ya ku Christians bebre Ghana ntimi nka ho asem we are nyina ye din ana ye hwe ya me hu ye mobo na onyi Palestine fo eni we are obi okosa nso hwe no mu bia na yankopon yi wo mo frim na o ma nyina so mbe da
na ni nyina mu Odoma Central enso MC ene Honorable Drisa Watara ene wo se emfa woni se de wiase AC ekro kwantokwa ede ade ni nyina no atuji nipa no a na emum no de ene kan wo kan nyina ne se International Monetary Fund ye de amefufu ye ade wo akwado wo mu ya wo mu na eche de ye yenye e wo Ghana ha no so mo so abua papa MPP amamu ene aban a wotizui
Your Eminence, in spite of the global economic situation which has led to unprecedented IMF and World Bank intervention in many countries, government has remained committed to delivering on its mandate to the people of Ghana and also all sectors of the economy, especially education, health, agriculture, infrastructure, job creation, etc. Municipal Chief Imam, the government has not reneged on its commitment to expanding infrastructure. Major road networks across the country have been constructed and works on many other highways, inner city roads, interchanges, urban roads and feeder roads across the country continue to receive progress steadily across the country. In the health sector, our landmark Agenda 111 policy to provide hospital to all districts in Ghana and new regions without districts and the regional hospitals respectively are progressing so well in the various districts. Our innovative investment in drones to deliver essential medical supplies to the most part of the country is globally acknowledged as it is making a massive impact with daily delivery to over 2,000 health facilities in the country. Education, we continue to invest massively in infrastructure in the form of classrooms, dormitories, laboratories, vehicles, training centers, and equipment to meet the increasing demand of free SHS and TVET, which has seen significant improvements across the country. For free SHS, the over 70% increase in enrollment from 800,000 in 2016 to nearly 1.3 million now, as well as the parity in enrollment between male and female, which used to be worryingly titled towards males, clearly show the impact our investment in free SHS is making. We have also invested in STEM with state-of-the-art facilities to provide the best in this contemporary era of education. We have continued to prioritize and spend more on education and skills training because it is the very best way to empower the youth of this country and
Honorable Drisa Watara MCV ena bafo Dr. Engineer Kwadwo Damwa Aferi ya wono sana hene e wodoma na matan kunyansa aseso na okogine mu ma doma ma hene wasagefo Dr. Nana Ajimabedu wose ade yo no sosumienu nsusu na emu no wode nsam atudwa nyina na ne nsam no se ewiase de se be kusa bi anya ado anuafo te a ɛyɛ asomdwe nko a enye se bi a we adamfo akwada ketekete a so ye nipa nko ade a ɔno so ye nipa no wo ye wunua emfa so wo chen no ana wo no wo chen wo bia ye wunua nti anuafo no ene saa dɔ ne ye pa
enne eye da kese ema ye nuanom rambofo osaajefo asemo kan se baka sala nkuransha asema opese ye mfa ntomo ani ne se ye de ye do mamani ha ye jetum se rambofo ne do mamani adi ni yi pa empontundwuma bebre yakomani ha muka ho bi asundue ewo ye mani ha baabi nam de okwa jesa ne ye do mamani ha de be wo ye de saa de no kire mo se bibibia ni wa ohun se ye no moti asundue mti obo mo abaso na asema opese ye de to mo anim ne se odi bibia sinani so wodo mamani ha ya ato ne din sa aprapra ne kaje aprapra opese ye di ye ho ne die nyina ye hu se da bia oba wasikwa ne so na oye adwuma ti ye mo ye nuanom enkramofo a ne ye hia ha ba bibia ye wo bia osora no pa ne waka ye adwumadi a ye wura odi ne no so waboa ama sa adwumadi na koso ne ye to so mienu do mama ne ye wo amamre bia na afahye bia ye hye ye frɛ ne kwafie afi ye bedi saa kwafie no ewo bosome du mienu no de to so enkono ekosi aduonu mienu ho na ya fahye no ye bedi no
bafo Dr. Engineer Kwadwo Adamwa Afari ena mote no enkano no ene kusi doma mahene anamu Ubatemo no so edi semwe atudwa Promise 102.7 ena wasugu so aweti ensa so ena Promise TV akacho se social media no yene nam ho nyina Promise Radio ene ba bia befa bia YouTube yene wana ekro yeto aso
oswafo a wohwe nnwuma ene adansie samso honorable Kwadwo Ponkroma ena odi atudwa se de mpanifo atoto ne emanyina se sagleme housing project no ombo bewie na wachiremu ade atudwa se ye hwe mfie mpini du mienu ya mpanifo de ma contract no ho nsensem kokko asane ne ma hodro bi ye kokko so na nti no amadwumadie no asa atwentwan kakra nanso se de etie bia no mo bewie no wacheche mu aso mo hwe ni mu se kita won saboso me ye besme ye July bosome ne de toso nwotwe no woni a omusisi adan enwumakuo woni a wa ama no ne wo mayim no bedu na ebede so mo benya contract no no mo de awie sagleme housing project no nti wa cheche bo sade nhyehyɛ yebekɔ na ntoto yebekɔ wa sensanka yeguso a na omo begya ama ankrankra no ma hwehwem de se fata no no na omo de ahye ne nsa ama watimi awie adwuma no de ama na adankora makoma ye unity no mpema duonu 5000 na ewom.
We announced a process through which government will select a private developer or a consortium of private developers to complete the uncompleted Saglemi affordable housing project and operationalize it. Now you recall that government initially took a loan of about $200 million to build 5,000 housing units. 1,506 were partially completed, and that's what you often see at Saglemi. 3 major components that were missing: water, electricity, and sewage works. When the Ghana Institute of Surveyors did the assessment, they said we needed about $100 million to complete this 1,506. And government took a decision that within the difficult financial constraints, it's very difficult to find that extra $100 million after $200 million has been spent. So Cabinet took a decision that we should select a private developer or a consortium of private developers and let them make the investment in it so that we can operationalize it. And you are correct. A couple of months ago, we issued a request for proposals. To date, I am briefed that about 10 companies, international and local, have expressed interest, have picked up forms, have been taken to the project site. They have had the opportunity to inspect work that has been left there so far, the necessary dilapidation reports, and they are putting together their proposals. According to the work plan that we put together, by the 8th or on the 8th of July, we expect to formally receive all of the bids. We'll do it openly in front of all of you. And then we will hand over the bids that we've received to an independent evaluation entity, which will give us an evaluation report.
And here, honorable Kwadwo Ponkroma, where your software will hear enuma any adansie so no na yemra hye bedwani so wo fon ase ayire bi constituency inti sagleme housing project no e de so mo beto afenhye ye ne mo de egu akwam e no ne centrofo chebi
Benkum Senior High School to aswe ene promise KaseƐ di nkomo omo de sema to yani mpa omo che sem wane de omo dusu a omo pemwa eno ntenkoda ade no e friend visual art no yankopon adum na ko school sa course no ye pe eno de anye bia wobetumi awie anya wonsa no adwuma kama bibia be ye e de ama wo abra won tempenten kwa bia esen ye ne eja brofu ya be wie ne se wa anya brofu adwuma bia anya nkotra office ba bia na no so akwa ne bo achi kesi ebidin o so hunu ntie ne no owura Bismarck Mochi na wo ye visual art teacher e wo Benkum Senior High School
and say awofo na wo de omma abaha no ni ye pese o sancho mo se no mo KaseÄ o ni ba bo e visual art no ni bia ma ebi yensa tini o wo se obeye amano no na wo no so watini edu konkontra o pese edu no o se o abuano ya futu amede mo mo an se omo embo afala no when about paint ni canvas any easy way the way ejuma no government and providing money to na o for ni teacher fund for so say we get it for them so they should provide the award with it and as we work so at a semester now we should still push ombo say teachers for the NDP on custom with pencil any promo code papers any papers on the day ejuma our phone embo won can encourage you now on farmer because the GD say omo bua on what now they will do well and omo enu ewu ase omo ba be how mommy scan you we are now about visual art omo push you omo with high level omo bit me I do ewo omo kasa they can do it on their own without demanding from them.
Na ni nyina muso adesuafo ya ntitire odi ti ewuram no ye visual art sa course no e school no Benkum Senior High School nkomo ene yedi omo so
nti a me de mo share visual art ni se no hu se na me nya no mpanyifo ne bi wono ma omo ye visual art na visual art wo ye no e de ho adu akiri nti ina ma mutime nya nkwansha sembi se me so me ba SS na se me visual art betimi da kwa akiri na me nya na mpese me nya wo me nya se na me bi abo na me bi se no ma mo fie ene mo ase bi mu nya adwuma yin na nkwanya se ma no ma se visual art art bia debi a uskosia do wono ma ebetimi abo ama obebi achi course we nti ebetimi de mankasa de wonsa na adwuma bi aye bibia ma na kosu ya ma no we nya ne ado bako wan visual art de me sro bia se bia me nya no mo JSS training na ko to school at least my visual art campo enka school be 3 do me de be ma me nya na mo ofie ani mo kwa kwa chobi CBC me sro mo se mo be tuti visual as a visual art we wa ka so betimi employee o enya de betimi atwen ama aban bia na obi a be employee na me pese me ka che mo nya no se mo de se visual art for bia etie wu na ye no enya no kwe
nti am de mo share visual art ni se bia se juma ni Ghana so bia ni mi to aban so the first time de mo to aban so nti am de mo share visual art it's a community school and Korea. They just make my music a kind of account. My name is
Enti adusuafo no bi ensem eno no.
Ya demo call Samuel Otu Presbyterian Senior High School e watachment ata no South. Mansi mo wa hafomantam emu. Omanya mfia aduonu 50 years ya wo mahye ho fa. Na dwumadie na se adwabo ni mu na Owura Evans Asare ya wo no eye headmaster e wo school num. Chete school no wa ho kire mu pa ene se mfia aduonu mu ni. Asuo kwa na fence wo kwa yantu bi emfa school no. Enti sedi akromfo ni nipa bonfo Owura school mu Krobea ni ebi bewi ade ebi etimi be kontokwa ne ne men sem fata. No wasa kire mu se ba bi kura chechefo no so betena eya asem achechefo ne eye adwumayefo ye omo school nim ba edi okono ba ko 91 ne munsia pe ene wo campus wo mo te ho e wo ba bi tinti o mbesre esa aban emesi staff accommodation so enka ho ebeboa mo matimi ahwe nkola ne so yie pa efe nipa bone fo nsem
in the need of accommodation for his staff on campus. Out of the 91 teaching staff, only 6 live on campus. Providing suitable housing for our staff on campus is essential to promote effective monitoring and supervision of our students. And no offense to all, our students and staff members and school access remain exposed to security risks and intrusion by outsiders since the school has not been fenced. Just some few days ago, some boys from Bechim invaded the school, threatened to beat up a teacher who had punished their sister who was going wayward. Completion of abandoned projects.
Ora Evans Asari, wano, a headmaster, was Samuel Otu Presbyterian Senior High School, Techimentia. Na I have 4 months muswafo, a honorable George Yawache, and one also so best son Corano say. Akwanya kitu abi omubenya bi ebetimi aboa mo matimi asun ade ye abaye oman ba pa no omanya baby page na no omo hwese omo befa sa akwanya no na omo da chikita won sa abri.
My advice to you is that the opportunity has been offered you to add value to yourself and to become useful citizen in the future and contribute meaningfully to the development of the nation. And as I always advise my students, the world will buy you at the price you offer yourself. I am mindful of the numerous distractions that engage the attention of most students. It is important to remind you that your inability to properly balance these distractions with your prime reason for being in school will cost you dearly.
Mrashebe Jani, our North South constituency, Honorable Benjamin Yeboah. And Yeboah such and so coin was so best. A school penny for a dissuade for the near for Nina. As a niddy, if we are seeing Daniel Krokuma Bako, ya bear for quantum pounds with him, dear, and a air cost into a monre, so more befasa quine to swat it 1 year. Artificial intelligence and a boy, and menabra bonny at dissuade a hoya.
It has raised a number of people, that is, medical doctors, PhD holders, politicians, academics, chartered accountants. I just want to mention a few. On this special occasion, I urge the management of the school to continue to work very hard in order to raise the position of the school from the current state to an enviable position. Times have changed. I'm urging Samuel Otu Senior High School to embrace artificial intelligence and the digitalization that Dr. Baumia is championing. I know your school is also beneficiary of the free Wi-Fi system. I pray that you will forget about the past and focus on what is ahead of you.
And here Honorable Benjamin Yeboah Secretary, where Mrashebe Jani or Town South constituency. Oko program na sia na dwumedi na se no den 72
afei amayonwa dwamtani ma NDC amayuku ewo bunu East Mantemu ne Ali Adams na ne nsem wa kanyina ene se we de ebehia pa de ba kope na wo sere okra de nkranza saf abato pesu aso dwamtani eno no na wo se afia ba ye beto no eyasomdwu enye ntokwa ena sebe enye keka kire wadwen obi nkyira na adwen de ankasa bi ekuse bi enya do enye sabire ne ebedi ho nkomo atra ho kra dadaada enyama ntiase na nipa nso so etiase papa eno no woto aso na wodi akonya no ma wo manfo sese bi ekuse bi enya do obi atimi kire na adwen a enya afi no obi be kire obi eno so yade ehia pa edika amayofo de mo amote no mugina simpi su a ode wo se wo ye mayoni nuanu amayofo no otufo wo se munyai kasatwitwie atimidie basa ne twetwe ntokwa ede ba no
bompa yese Nyankopon omagan asumbi ade ne beti na ye amasumbi amaye mamu na ye wa don ko sen hyehyɛ a lesin ebasui ede hyehyɛ be ye dum ne di no kwa amaye ho so obi nyana dwen se maba na wo so nti me fa kwasi kwan bi ede asisi no nia so tutu nia wonya asumbi because the osisi no Nyankopon so otie asisi from paibo ndi na srese ye politicians afuwi eye abato afe ye nye ade eye pepepe ne mompa yese asumbi baba enura nkromofo kosum ya asumbi no anka nya kwan enko so kan se adia ne buodin na nipa antimi nto yemfa sika nto yemfa ahode ento eya sundue na sundue eya pepepe ye de enu ye duma benya sundue na no a ye twire din ene transfer ni me bebe esisi na meka se enye the best sense ana ma esisi na nanu ma tena kunja asofo a sifili ma me mpaninfo mo koto bani ma mo mpayen afesu yenyi aten ene ntie se obaye bona wuyi na tenya ompena se yendwen yankwa yendwen ahode yakopon so oma nkwa pomeden a no de wi ase japaden na achi Abraham esu nyame no wogidi na Nyankopɔn hyehyɛ bia ɔde ma no obedi so pɛpɛpɛ na Nyankopɔn so no pɛ so hu sɛ Abraham wogidi na saa gidi no nkramofo yebetumi agina no na saa afɔdebɔ afɔdebɔ kɛseɛ ɛma nkramofo Nyankopɔn pɛ so hu sɛ gidi ɛwɔ wo no wo Nyankopɔn mu no sɛneteɛ wo yɛ gidi akwantu ana nkramofo ɛde saa salawe empire bia na ehia o afoforo a ebesim no saa da na ɛsɛ wo mpaye ɛde to tumpo Nyankopɔn anim na saa mpaye wo de gidi ɛde yɛ adwuma Nyankopɔn beti
Kwasa safun pesha so dwemtani ma NDC amayuku Ali Adams
New Patriotic Party MPP amanyoku no womo campaign team a womo beboa bonto awepo yamantam emu enti womo bia no na de oboabo ma adoma no ma amanyoku no eye Maame Kate Jemfu a ono na kwakasa ho no wochemu se obi bia nta Dr. Amadu Bawumi achi na ono de betimi adi nkunima ma amanyoku no na Ghana womo be break 8 na MPP amanyoku no ose se ye hwe sikasam kra ni na chese ye isan se covid be ha adwin bebre enso aban we nim de ene ntutu ye panti na oman no eda so ejina ne nan so enti obi anyi mfiri na adwum so mo ka se NDC na betimi abeje oman no afiri wo ha mo se MPP na na ebeye
umie mu ayeso ko ba ko na hompo na aye din se aso nyame etwa ne nya be ko oman Ghana na chese nyame odo Ghana na odo Ghana na odo ne na ba wale na plant ya o na mesi so se on hwe Ghana no samre no mesramo ma ye twayani obe mu MPP ni no si won NDC ni kasa kire no and NDC nya no ayi kasa e wo Ghana ha na MPP fo e sa se wi asa ye dinti na hu ato so me si nyame on yes I mistake me de mu pai boso de ni se nyame ba ma alaji ba umia doctor the president because the really get money move the people the move I want to be quiet because they should be an another doctor before the big and do check then you are quite blessing vice president Mahmoud wabet na ho or the police any they share to work send me pa me you way John Mahama Pranapa o the ebra or the get 24 hours on country say 24 hours say obey again o ti ni jeje o bi say katabeba o bi say doctor beba wo fie o bi so say police ya da the cinema o mu ni oka no a go na ho e dey go kete beba na o bi aye I don't know ye here na ye here say na ye free education e wo SSA ye pese ya twaso say ye be university so e be free
me mercy da kwa ya wo no eye Eastern Regional Women's Organizer enso so echiremu ya o chese digitalization ya Dr. Bawumi atibe de bai na no kwa bese sagana akompumtu
health insurance ye medical insurance and sana ye bisa usika enone it is a we na menye skabra minimi ya no ko e dey ye me timi contractor me na do dia ye dey ato sana ma be ye fiso na me busuafo me wo ye ti no never health insurance na me nua no ma ko ye aduma e wo hospital obeti was first digital man health insurance by Emiliano yet me salary 3 days 4 days ya dia poor cry ko salary who many baby was your poor that who pure na one like e be boss because obo ni ye ni pa one salary na so ene Dr. Bawumi ada women what them no one go who boy PP health insurance ya ni who pay now pay them
Maame Mercy amoda kwa Eastern Regional Women's Organizer ma MPP amanyoku nene eno
Promise 102.7 FM and Promise TV KaseƐ no negusu a ye be ede emamo na busuafo ye to aso ewo ensem fufuru mu ewiase emre kɔ na emre soso edane said the Chadian Powaka, said that's a one asam ebebem na nasam so sada. If you are seeing a bibia become nasam dear, eating more dano, dana or Daniel Medi, editor, Nema. At every day, ye po yampo, ebeba, na so no, sa MIA, ye chain a boshe. I was ya, and Pepiani at Titin, some, if free 1 year young cropon, I say, what there be beardy, a day at the womb. Mamma Bako. Ya wono wo epre romakalic asafum kumasi ya kumasi epre ha e fra na ma me patience dua ene we Patricia dua yo ene sai na chese part no aha part dua ena wo se wada na ne na yemu no de wahu e wa nani so ne se wani zo ka kire wo se Ghana fom Ghana ye bone nyankopon atemu bi a nam kwan so a eba no e wo se etie ifro no ankasa num Nyankopon asem ye no kra ye nkɔ ne nkyɛn na gya yeni nkɔmɔ kakra Maame Pat anwumere de egu ani I promise 102.7 FM na promise TV ye kwan so ye nwa akɔ aba nso be mic ne mame ne bom
ye gya ye kwan so de bre
e kwan so bre wo ho jo ye nso de gya ye pebibi atie sanse de KaseƐ de ye bie e de na wo se wahunu farma kuma ko ne ntio
Ebedi nkanse on konkron. Nyankopon ma banka se ne de da wase. Ore open wo homo bro na masa me ma betena ha. Konkron wo ye chechire for panyin. Me mpa ebo ne ma de srede se ba de odi aso am se we ebrem fam no my Ghana na me de aba. Konkron be pagya me si nchen wan kasa be kasa fa me mu kire wo ma we ebrem. Na nche na opie wa henwe no ma wo ma de bon efa nyi wani mu chefa. We na me so nyame agya nyame oba nyame konkron de.
Amen.
Abusuafo de me kan na so obese wo my Ghana. Na mo konkron so obese wo my Ghana. Na no na ye bubisa say die nti na papa say obese wo my Ghana. Ori say atonrecha no man to abroche for no na say Ghana ye na so ndwe my tin ko.
Ti de wo da ye a wo so da ye no. Da ye no ebrebe da be na wo da ye a wo nya asadi.
Pa cho minya di 3 days. Na me kra me nim say wo ra na eso.
Wo da sa 3 days.
Me dana me sorry a obekasa chere. Me dana me sorry obekasa chere. Me dana 3 days me ni ba mo say papa de ma say bi ma me wo say me.
Okay.
Oh my Ghana.
Okay,
ntina no odi nkan so ama asofofo ahu aka ache me say maybe first word me due na me nim say ye no odi me better.
Okay, nti edi asem ena nyankopon twedi ampon nyankopon o ka kire wo.
Yo ka kire me say obese o my Ghana. Die nti na obese o my Ghana. Wo say atonrecha no man to abroche for. No onya na nje say obeme bia si Ghana fi say Ghana ye nyame som man. Isi o raise wa transidin adwene hu say ye ya ma Ghana e free ne sa kodin kofuku from nsem. It oba bese o my Ghana. Na me busa ye nyina say o papa so obese o my Ghana emu ni pa hefa na ebegina ne kuo be na omo je me na awo man man nti ama papa aso na bufishi so ba bese o my Ghana menu ama no papa si ye ho ne ma do so dodo owura ise ma ye ho ne ma e we ye ho do so o se ma mo atane ma na we
to was mi nti we se e ma mo ho ne ma do so
ma ne ma we ye ho do so
ne ma ne bi ti say
papa si makeup se won pe enwi won pe lipstick won pe pencil won pe eyelashes won pe nails won pe wo se sa ne ma na ma mo atane ma owura sorry dan kakraka we ichem ya premu na begu abonten
na ya sorry dan be na he fa sa na ne si
prehwa
na hu ye
tais so ya premu na abe si kwan no eso owura ita so dan mu ye nwura nko
ya pra asori dan mu nyina wie no
abegu kwan na no se
ye wira no
aso nyina wo se so asori dan mu ye nwura nko
se efinwom
efinwa so
nti no pa kire se kire mu
eno na me bobo so makeup se won pe lipstick won pe enwi won pe pencil won pe nails won pe ye ni achi ni owura isi won pe eno ni fin na wa so dem na papa isi won papa isi wo ba no nya kra ba akopa o de no ho isi sa for de ati aso de ne be ko
se wo pie na ni mo nyam se enne ya nka rapture isi na wo nya kra ba akopesi ya
ba akope yo de no ho isi wo sa for de ati aso owura no so de ne be ko
na chese wantimi anka mienu mpo nti na se yetiase ya Ghana ha nyankopon ba na se ne nyankopon se ne ni monyamu a se de onu agina so aka se onyakra ba akompo no a na chese mpo ne be hye ono na chese ahwe a wonya ba akompo
so onyakra ba akokra wa de ne be ko
eri biem na san hu ye
wanka mienu sakra papa se me obi amusa hwe mfi ne wo sa amre okay emre we nyamle ebusa bibi from no asafera do na ehwe bibi afri ye nchen mini ama sofofo a wosoro afre ne papa se sa amre nya nkon hyemre emre we nyamla obedie na abeto ka na abakwa abroche nya sa amre ni ni emre we yamla yen kan cho ma Ghana ne asafo ne se o masa cho ma yo so an ni no ka ho asam na ben
se obedi ye bakwa abroche fa visa bra ne ye mompa ye nguso fa passport ene saa ne ma no country kura no apesa okoso ne kura de omje flag ni nyina country ni flag kura no omje flag no omje ne yesi e fabra ne mo mpa yengu so no wo se enya numum
wo se nya saa amere ni
wo beto ka be sisi adan ne ade no
enya mele ni
jinshira no wo se nya mele ni
emere we ye mra yen kan che o ma ga na mu nipa ne asafo ma ne
enne mere ma obi e pentemadi yi
wo mo nsa che o ma dwo so ahini na ben so ahini na papa ne kan ho asa o se aben ha dan se ba ko papa pe mfrema fa ya ebuto ye Ada she ba ko pen frema fa ya ye buto ye no. Si ni pe ewu Ghana ha no. Papa se duro onim ni de ewo mu. Obeyi ni de afrim. Wo wura yi se duro ho so wo se o man Ghana. Onim ni de ewo obeyi ni de afrim. Na me de ka meme ka se mu de na ka meme kire papa na se nko ntwa nkire obi a. Na obi a hu se ne obeye o man Ghana. Ba me uja mitimi nkire de wura
na. Na ebre be na wo se wo de aman kire se ebe ya temu da mere ana se ifiri sabri ye kono bibi betumi yesi tise bi atwere nche ma etototo amama ni bi no se beto Ghana na
me ba cho se niema a owura ni twitwa kyen de na se fina de ko yin na metia aka se bibi betumi tisi wo Ghana bibi betia akokso wo Ghana
na obobo obi su sei
ihu nsu yire ihu eja na me hu mframa niema me hu ye na dan si wo kra na hwenka na abrosan na edwiri gu fom
sa
amanfo pipa wo yo matata no wa sorry sei wa so da wi wo no mo a mimi ntimi njeje de ba wo se mu ne manyina na no ankata edwiri gu fom
na titi gu fom
nti
we de yehwe ikakra ebrebe na aso da yi
so da yi ko 1 month edi nkan kra ba ha
no de eno ne de se ne ene wa bayi
eti anadwi de ma fa me ho ani kra
ade o saba bi mu ayi no gina wo so papa ni gina wo so
ade ne maame na mu na Roma for friend no mail na na gidi ono ankasa ne gina me so na gidi maame na mesi mesu ama ade ache ya me ho kyere ma na gidi
nti ya ne wo ka wachimpire se kan ho ana
ko ka bye so si shaman em se do mbe so mo ye no mu ntimi nye omu ntimi nye se me ma o man ga na so nti sese na e ko so no omu ntimi nye nti o man ankasa no ko mo kyere wo iti na di se me sole ya me si ni suon kwa me sagu meti na me ti ni suon me ho kyere me ho tete me ti o se meti me ba ba
enti sese ne kra di asem e na wo ka a kyere Ghana sese wiase nyina etie wo Promise 102.7 FM Promise TV and social media handles ni nyina yuko YouTube aye ho Facebook so Promise Radio empanimfo ni tie ni ade na wo ka kyere yen se Nyankopon empanimfo na aye bone amayofo na aye bone enfo na aye bone pote ya opeso twe Ghana fo aso a opese ye tie nsa kya ya adwen
unya se usi ka bone na nyon na ma wo na wo di see dan ho no nhwe ho na dan so de beso so na nyame nsem hya na manpa ye ode fo bradwuma papa so fa bi nkan ho so bradwuma na manpa ye di asa me gam papa ampon bo nyume ka cho se ba wo pa me ma mom gu ke te Dubai ko be sa na ge nyina ga ye
mo
ya nyame nsem hya na manpa ye ode
nti de wo hu no wani so no na ahyew Nyankopon no na ahyew sebeka na adasante yate na medimedi susu se sabri eni ayatie asofo mpanimfo ene emu nkuma mpanimfo ne ache
se niam na wo twa che se na obeye dia ene Ghana ye ni anije eti sese asem we dia ye wo se etimi sa so aya adwen
just na nsem fra me bi kura no efefa fa ju beto afra na efefa fa no kura no ebetumi aye bia wo ho ni hu na nsem dia etam obi ayi container bi wa ha wo
papa we dia fa ni ya go nti am say ni pa bi timi di ni dia agoro
yate ya be say di nkomo biem why ya be say di nkomo biem enti mama part ena mote ne nka no Patricia Dua wo kwa sore e wo April Roman Catholic Church ho ena wo nti abusua Nyankopon ena di ahye na no se ombebo kokko nti kokko no ena wa ba bebo no de twato kama ena de amaya ne nti Nyankopon ya adom a ebesa ya toa so na utim sensem wona no pa ya opeso da no wadie e kire Nyankopon emma oyi na dia na kire se wo boye kokko no enye akini o enye akini na Nyankopon de ye ne adie emze ayi
no ba penso sa da ye
ayi Moses nkuan ne hu na no kwa fa na ne hu ne ja ene hu se da flower ne ma ya hye ene wo se krachi yi wo na nse mpaboa na bebi agina ne asase konkron ono kra no wan hyeda fa na ne hu Nyankopon bi ene hu a wa hu ne da nti wakasafa nipam no de akire nipa kasa fa ne nkofum wo de akyerɛ yɛ ntie wo da hɔ Nyankopɔn etumi akasa akyerɛ wo nti na kyerɛ sɛ no Maame Nyarko nti ebi na aba no mafo nti
ba me de obi kasa no wosi nyame se ya
yenyi na chini
wunti bi nyi ho achi
yenyi na chini nti me de
wonse no what time no
aha ehia
yo mani ba o mo ho so no
ehia pa
nti yesi de nyame asoma no ka nyame asem
nti Maame Patricia Dua no mate ne kan wa pre Roma asafum wa pre ya kuma se pre ye kwan no so ye kwan no so aha
I will say for Promise 102.7 FM and a Promise Television and you may not see a KaseƐ so and wasugu na wanigu so a wushe bi no ye wie KaseƐ no ewo amanone na ye kwachad arehosam na esi atorenja ma ye ka ho asem ye bi na esi wo honom na ye si nipa etuo bi atoto eja nso so apapai ama nipa aduanan sia eprepra foforo benkono enso na ewu a chese yare ho sampa bia sojafo de wo makodi eguo no na chese tuo ni bia pepa pepeja de sa wo hawi aba na osofo hwa pomden sam so wo Chad Abdulmajid Abderrahim na woni sanjofo di nkomo no wo chem se kura hu bu abowon chese nipa epra ni pra na hu pa e mo den nti o musuro se nipa ni bi kura be sa free mu de aka ho na ne wo ka ya wo de kwato ni Facebook wo kan nya ne se osese Nyankopon ma woni a wahwe won kra no asomdue no munya ba bi pantana afi abusuafo mo yakọ ya efira komam na woni aprepra no nso no wo hwese wo mo ho beto won ai nyina efi wo hwese wo mo ho beto won na mampani Mahamat Idris Debi enso so atro ne de ya wo chese obehwe se obebie krata mato na wahye mpanifo ma mo ye hwehwemu kese pa de nam so ma baby asojafo de wo makodi egu no atorenche mu yakopie ho
yo na Palestinian and Israel for tokwa ya onjo mo akon afri Bible mu kra dada ye o mda so ko a bisi sabiri ya pata wo muntie ene ne se de ye be kan se na nwumre yi topa ye ni bi masa akasa wo e wo Gaza papre ne so mi kasa yi Palestinian for be se aduonu anan 24 o mawu abofro be se aduoso baako be 71 o mu so pra mu pra no anu odin papa na Israel for ne de se do musi kum Palestinian for sesi no eno ene ye kase ebopunu isu a ima baako edi tu dwa no omum to kwa ne efiri Bible mu ntia ya opata no omso mu ntia echese omugusu a sesi o makeka omo sa no ene ye pani kokko aspiti ne nipa deda ya mo amu he TV ne de ene ye mo amu hu nipa ne da ho ya edi nsuo esi ne suo no ne mpokura no wo ma aspiti bebi wonu ma mutimi kotwa bombo no to papa ye na kase dima yawo na ho nsusu nyina no omum betete atete judo na akodi asase ase a ene kura de ntumi enkan de no so nwumre samba bekensa efri Gaza mpa presso bisua eno no
ya de KaseƐ bonus Korea sabofo Jimmy Cliff eboa no Priscilla ana obapa Prissy na ebebo ye chidom DJ Mo ha na sofo Richie eka ho
na pokua mu nyina
adusu pokua ene seba room fo nyina nso ye da mase medi ede Maame Afia Nyarko papa bi menimi nya bema
Krobea Asante DJ ba ko pe DJ Riches oyesofo one way oyesofo nti kan wa fa sofo na nkan wa
me kan sofo Riches
nti wo sofo betanse sofo nso de wo bonnwom a wo do honwom a wutini din de